是心灵，我是台湾人。我讲国语，嘛讲台语。你好，我是心灵，我是台湾人，我说中文也说台湾话。What I just say is, I introduce my name is Xinling. I'm from Taiwan. I speak Taiwanese and Chinese.
Great. Could you tell us a little bit about the language situation in China, about different dialects or different languages that are used there?
In mainland China, there's a lot of different dialect in different provinces, and but the official language is Mandarin. That's the usually people know is Chinese language, and the Chinese language usually also spoke in Singapore, in Taiwan, or in some part of like Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, like that, and so like if you speak your own language, like if I speak Taiwanese, the people from Beijing they will not understand, but I can still speak the official language is Mandarin, so they can understand me. So it's the same situation. If you go to Singapore, they have their own language, very similar to Chinese, but still have a little bit different. But they also speak Mandarin as well. So if you go to Singapore, you can speak Mandarin with them. Then you can understand each other. But if the people only speak their own dialect, you won't understand them because it's totally different. It's not like the accent. It's like a spatial dialect, spatial language for different place, different province, and different country. Like
So
that.
they might even use different words or different structures in different parts of China.
Yeah, they use the different words. Like if you're from Shanghai, they use different words to say the cell phone. In Beijing, they only speak Mandarin, so like people who speak Mandarin all understand what the Beijing people they speak. But if you're from like Taiwan, because it's a different country, we have our own language is Taiwanese. So if I speak Taiwanese to a Shanghainese, we don't understand each other. Yeah. So inside the mainland China also, if you're from Sichuan, you speak Chinese language dialect, then you won't understand the Shanghainese dialect. So it's different.
Yeah, sounds very different. Could you tell us a little bit about how the written language is different? Do you have the same challenge with the written language? Is it very different in the whole country too, or not?
In Taiwan, and in Singapore, and in Hong Kong. Before Hong Kong go back to return to China, those three countries we use the traditional Chinese character, and the mainland China they use a simplified character. Usually it's not a problem. You understand. If you know the traditional one, it's easy for you to understand and simplify. But some people have some struggle if they only know the simplify. They can guess some meaning of the traditional one like that. Yeah.
Okay. Celine, could you also tell us about how tones work in your languages?
How tones? In Taiwanese language, we have 8 tones, and in Mandarin there are 5 tones. And in Mandarin, for example, like if you say ma, it's flat tone. So ma, the meaning is mother. And if you put it on the second tone, you speak it in the second tone, that will become ma. So you see the tone is go up. So the meaning is different. It means that you feel sore of your muscles like that. And if you speak third tone, it will become the ma. It's going down and going up. So that means the horse. So and if you speak in the 4 tones, that will become ma. It's only go straight. That is mean you yelling at people. You yelling to people like that. And there's also the 5th tone is usually put on the sentence with a question. Like you want to make a question sentence, then you put in the last word that will become the question. So usually the last word of the question will become it's the 5th tone. It's very light tone. It's like a ma. So it's very light. But so, and also if you have 2 words, 2 characters, it's the same tone. The second word usually will become a little bit lighter. Yeah, and the Taiwanese tone there is a tone, and it's like a combine the first tone of Mandarin, the Chinese tone and the second tone together, like combine the first tone, second tone together, second tone to the third tone together, like that. So there is a tone of the Taiwanese dialect.
Great.
Language.
Could you say each of the different 5 ways to say ma in Mandarin just in a row so we could hear the different tones?
The first tone is ma, is flat. Ma is mean mother. And the second tone is ma, it means like a muscle sore. The third tone is ma, it means horse. And the fourth tone is ma, it means you yell to people. And the fifth tone is ma, it's like tone, usually it's a question.
Great,
Yeah.
that was really interesting to hear. Could you tell us now a little bit about how verbs work in your language? For example, how might you say a sentence like, I am very pretty? How would you say that?
Okay, like in English is I am pretty, but in Chinese you can say I very pretty. So you can skip the verb. There's no am. So I will say 我很漂亮, like that. And if in Taiwanese, that will become 我真水. So you can see the difference.
Yeah.
That like a Taiwanese language and the Mandarin language is different.
Just very different words.
Very different words.
Great. And could you tell us a little bit more about how verbs in some of your languages are actually a lot easier than in English?
Oh, you mean the past tense, right? Like in English, if you say I ate something, or you say I already ate something. But in Chinese language or in Taiwanese language, we just put a term, a words after the sentence. You can say 我吃饭了,我吃了, something like that. So you put a l after the sentence. So the people will understand, oh, you already eat something like that.
And so is the sentence then, I eat something already?
Is we have a word for already. We say 已经. You need to put 已经 in front of the verb, so it will become I already eat something. So we don't need to say I ate something.
Mm-hmm.
There's no change the verb. And also you can put le after the verb. So you can say I eat le, like that.
Great.
So but the le is to describe you already eat. So there's a 2 way to describe the past tense, to say the past tense.
Great.
Yeah.
And so then an English speaker learning to speak Mandarin doesn't have to worry about verb endings or verb conjugations.
Yeah. Actually, if you learn Chinese, you don't need to worry about the change, the turn, the verb. You don't need to change. You don't need to change eat, ate, eaten like that. No, you just put the 已经 or you put a le different.
Great.
In different place. Then people know you already ate. Yeah. Like that.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Celine. This has been really interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.